Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 6 stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on screen, is Everton producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with our sensational 70s 1972 expansion in our alternate reality NHL. Jeff, we're controlling the Vancouver Canucks, who had such a disappointing end to the season, and now you're going to try and make things even harder by blowing up the NHL. What have you done?
We had a pretty good playoff last year. I mean, we made it out of the first round at least, and just showing you our progress we've made in this game so far. This is season number 9 from when we did. This is, if you haven't seen the game before, it's sort of a alternate reality NHL where the expansion in the 1960s and 70s was a lot different. So we came into the league early. 1965 obviously had a lot of trouble in the early seasons, but kind of turned ourselves into a contender about halfway through, and had a huge season last year, 106 points, first in the conference, and wound up unfortunately going out in the second round to Chicago, who had been without Bobby Hull for the most of the year, but got him back just in time to shut us down.
Of course. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So what we're doing now, we're on July 1st of the 72-73 season. And as Adam said, we're going to be expanding the league. So what we've done, we did a poll on was it Facebook or was it Twitter you did the poll on?
Twitter.
You did the poll on as to which teams you wanted to see added. So starting from the bottom, I guess, Houston Aeros. And this is, I should explain a little more, I guess. Since there's going to be no WHA in this game, there's a lot of extra players floating around, and we decided to expand the NHL out to a much larger size than it was historically at this point to make up for the missing WHA teams. But one of the original WHA teams, the Houston Aeros, is going to be one of our expansion teams, along with the Cleveland Barons, who would come along, was it 75, I think? Yeah, 75. When Oakland or California moved to Cleveland for a couple of seasons before they went under and merged with the North Stars. But they are a new team in our game while we still got the Oakland franchises around and in the same division, actually. We somehow wound up with 2 teams in Ohio in this expansion. Cincinnati is the other one.
Love it.
Another WHA team. And legendary WHA team that never actually played but managed to get a logo, the Miami Screaming Eagles. Laying out of the Hollywood Sportatorium in Pembroke Pines, Florida. So we'll see how that works out.
Did you see who the GM is?
Yep. I was just going to go through quickly. Let's start with them. Show you the team data pages. Actually, no, the staff isn't on that page, so we'll start there. And that's actually Frank Selke Jr., son of the legendary Canadians and Leafs general manager Frank Selke Sr. And coaching the team is John McClellan, who in this game was a Leafs coach in real life, and looks like in this game he coached the Blues for a year and managed to get fired right away. So not the greatest track record there. Cincinnati is being run by Jim Gregory, who was the Leafs GM later in the decade and eventually ran in the NHL Central Scouting Department for many years. In this game, he's still a relatively young guy, only 36 years old, and they've also picked up Al Arbor.
Awesome.
So great Islanders and Blues and Panthers head coach. Was he the head coach of the Panthers for a while? He was with the organization. I can't remember if he actually coached them. Don't think so.
I don't think he did.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Bill Torrey being running it. No, totally wrong. But he's hasn't coached in the NHL at this point, so he's making his debut with Cincinnati. So that's looking like a good pickup for them. Who else we got? Oh, the Cleveland Barons being general manager Ren Blair, veteran scout and general manager, and Billy Ray, who would normally be coaching the Blackhawks in real life at this point, but what's happened to him here? Looked like, he got fired after the first season in this game. Went to LA for a year when we expanded to them. Someone got fired there too, so fired in 2 consecutive years before Oakland picked him up, and hung on for 4 years there, not really doing a whole lot. Looks like he's only had one season in that whole run. But he's going to handle the Barons and the last team, the Miami Screaming Eagles, being run by... Whoops, no, that's... I already looked at Miami.
Such a great name.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Houston. There's the one. Baz Bastian, who was the Penguins general manager, late 70s, early 80s. And Gary Young, who briefly coached the Seals in real life. I'm not sure how he's going to do here. No NHL coaching history at all. So we'll see how that works out for them. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you talked about being odd that there's two new Ohio teams, but that seems like something the NHL would do, would be put two teams in the same state together.
Yeah. And the rule changes I made for this year left the roster rules pretty much as they were. Bumped the schedule up to 80 games, and this is actually going to be similar to the way the NHL schedule worked in the early 80s. Every team plays every other team in the league 4 times. And I think it's 5 games against teams in your own division. That's right. So, not really any significant amount of division weighting. And I've gone with a 12-team playoff preliminary round. I think this is the 77 or 78 playoff format. 77, I think.
Is this like the play-ins?
Yep. So there's sort of a play-in round in the first round. I think I made it 5 games. I think it was best of 3 in real life, but that seems a little too arbitrary. So 1 through 8 makes the playoffs, and then 1 through 8. No, wait, it's I think it's divisional. Wait, good. 1 through the top 8 make the playoffs, and then top 4 get a bye to the first round, and 5 through 12. Yeah, that's right. You have to play in the first round to advance to the second.
All right, that makes sense.
So on the event schedule here, what we've got now is the amateur draft is tomorrow, or 2 days from now. Then we submit our protection list, and then do the expansion draft the day after that. And I made the expansion draft rules a lot less generous than we had the previous time, when we basically, we turned Kansas City into, they're already a contender, basically.
Boo.
A lot of depth. And the other thing I did was restructure the league, so.
Okay. Was there anyone interesting on free agent for us to pick up?
Nothing whatsoever. I did pick up one guy. I'll show that in a second. So you see I've used the old division and conference names. So the Campbell Conference has the Patrick Division and the Smythe Division, which we're in, and sharing that with the Blues, who are turning into a pretty good team. Cincinnati, the expansion team. Minnesota, not so great. The Blackhawks, who are obviously knocked us out of the playoffs last year and are getting older, and looks like they're going into rebuilding mode. That's interesting.
Well, they're old. And we took their best player that they didn't realize they had.
Yeah, Phil Esposito, we got in a trade. And okay, we did that. And the one free agent I did pick up, let me just show you what's in the free agent pool. It is not very impressive. Turning the filter on to who's signable. Michel Plas, who played a little bit for the Rockies and Penguins and Nordiques, I think, late 70s, early 80s, but probably isn't really worth signing. Del Hall, WHA guy.
If we lose a goalie, he might be hugely important.
Good point. Let's make him an offer.
That's the same thing when I was looking at...
and I'm going to offer one to Del Hall, too, WHA player with Phoenix, real life. And the other one I picked up was another eventual WHA guy. Where is he on here? Helps if I'm looking at my own roster. Don Burgess, Indianapolis Racers, who's only half a star here, 1 star potential. So really just a depth guy in case we have to give somebody up. In the expansion draft, I've set it so players 22 and under don't have to be protected, which basically means we get to preserve Dave Schultz, Dan Maloney, Mustapont, and Jimmy Watson. And we've still got Reggie Leach that had some bad news there. He was almost recovered. He's what did he done? Ruptured tricep tendon. He was 1 to 2 weeks out, and then I got the news message that he had a setback, and he's now 3 to 4 months again.
Oh man!
So
poor Reggie Leach.
Yeah, one thing after another with him. Probably going to miss the start of the regular season. So let's advance this up to the draft day. Looks like we got a trade. Okay, Del Hall apparently doesn't want to sign with us. And Plas may sign. Montreal and Philadelphia making a trade. John Marks to the Flyers. Flyers picking up Willie O'Ree, or no, Montreal picking up Willie O'Ree, who's had managed a little bit of a go. Yeah, we had him. We drafted him in the original expansion draft. Looks like he's done pretty well for himself with the Flyers in his mid-late 30s. And Wayne Rupp, so a couple of older guys going away for a younger one, and we should be on draft day now here. Yep, there we go. So the expansion team's drafting first, so we're not going to get any pot fan in this one. So I'm just going to pick until human. We'll see how the first few picks went. Houston, not surprisingly, takes Danny Potvin. Rick Middleton second, Bob Gainey third, and Miami rounds it out with Darcy Rhoda. Charlie Simmer going to Montreal at number 13. That's kind of a steal for them. They didn't need to get stronger.
Apparently they did.
Yeah, Blackhawks with their rebuild getting Jimmy Jones, who's a penalty killer. Not much else. But at our pick, what do we got here? I think we're trying to prioritize. Looking at what we need.
Bobby Nystrom.
Nystrom still there?
He's in my game.
That's nice. Let me see if it's in this one. Yeah, we could use, I think, an extra winger, particularly with all of Leach's injury problems. Yeah,
the only other guy,
2 stars already.
Yeah, the only other guy of interest would be Doug Risenborough, I think.
Riseborough. I don't think he made it through on this one.
He's down. He's 2 stars. He's probably a little bit down from where you're looking.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Bobby Nystrom is the pick.
Definitely going with him. Add a little grid on the right side. And our second pick, draft's only 2 rounds here. Oh, we almost got Riseborough too. Went just with the previous pick to the Rangers. And hey, is this who I think it is? It's Tiger Williams.
Just gooning it up here?
Yep, I don't even have to debate that one. I'll grab
I was going to say, well, of course not. It's Vancouver. There is some other notable names left. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, never mind.
Too late. I took...
I was going to say Marty Howe is available way down the list.
The lesser of the Howe brothers?
Yes, but you'd have one. And who else is in this draft? What did I see? There was still some names. Lars Lindgren.
I'm going to take a look at the free agents after we go through the expansion.
Lauren Henning. That was
another future
be a
coach.
Decent pickup.
Let's see. We got to go next day to get to the protection list. What happened? Oh, no, it looks like Plas decided to sign with Houston instead of us, which probably makes sense. He's going to get more playing time there. Okay, protected list. Need to do 2 goalies. Tony Esposito, obviously, going to be one of them. Now, do we protect 38-year-old Charlie Hodge, 2.5 stars, but declining? Or go with 27-year-old Gary Simmons, who's 2 stars and probably isn't going to get any better, but isn't going to get any worse in the immediate future either. Kind of leaning towards Simmons here. What do you think?
If you let go of Hodge, he will be gone. But if you protect Hodge, Simmons might stay.
No, I think Simmons is going to be gone if I let him go. Maybe, I mean, bottom line, Esposito's got, what, about 8-9 good years left in him. The backup isn't going to play that much. And if Hodge retires in the end of this offseason, like next year, we can grab somebody in the draft to fill that in, and I can look at the free agents too. Okay, I'll go with Hodge. 4 defensemen, Brewer, Lapointe, and Korab are no-brainers. Then same type of question here. We've got Dave Dunn, 23, Harry Howell, 39. But they're the same rating right now. I think we got to go with Dunn here, don't we?
I think so, yeah. As much as Howell's played well for us, it would seem like kind of a waste.
He'll go get another bunch of playing time at age 40 with one of the new teams. So that's 4 defensemen, and now we got to do 9 forwards. Berenson for sure. Robert, yes. Phil Esposito, of course. Wayne Connolly, another first liner. Dennis Hextall, who's all the way up to 2.5 stars now after it looked like his development had completely stalled.
Yeah, he's really taken off.
4 spots left. Claveros, who's an important part of the 4th line, and despite it only being 2 stars, I think has played better than that. Eddie Joyal, who we picked up late last season, didn't do a whole lot, but he's still 2.5 stars. Such a talent difference here, even though Hampson's 35. I think we have to protect Ted Hampson too. And
even though we're willing to trade him, but
yeah. But we've got one spot left. These guys are all so close together.
Trache looks like it might be the guy to protect.
Maybe he's 31 though. Billy McMillan's a little younger. Bob Cook's even younger than that. Although I think we're a lot. I think we don't have. Oh no, we got 3 centers protected already.
Well, Ron Hudson, yeah, as is on the team as now, so.
Okay, well we'll go with him then.
Or Rick Sent. Oh, that's winger depth. He's only 25.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that. And that is 2, 4, and 9. Okay, we're done. Expansion draft is today, so I'm just going to let the CPU run through this, and then we'll take a look at how it goes. Yeah, we did lose Simmons to Houston. Roger Crozier, the top pick overall, going to Cleveland from Detroit. Not great goalie pickings there. Didn't lose any other goalies. Harry Howell, the first defenseman, going to Miami so he can retire down in Florida.
Well, why not? That's probably the best spot for him to go.
Where did we lose anybody else defensively? Oh, Howie Young, 34-year-old goon going to Houston. Don't know how much he's going to play for them. First forward taken is a bit of a surprise, Jack Eagers from Toronto. Bill Flett from Kansas City to Houston, and then second pick. That's probably a much better pick. No Canucks I'm seeing so far, although we were down to 1-star guys, so that's not that surprising. Oh, there we go. Billy McMillan going to Houston. Rick Sentes, the other guy you were mentioning, to Miami. Bob Cook, another one we consider protecting, to Cincinnati. Guy Trache to Miami as well. And Lyle Bradley and George Swarbrick, who Don't even remember being on the roster. The Cincinnati owned Billy Heindl to Houston. So let's just take a quick look at the expansion teams. These are going to be pretty bad.
Very bad.
Neon yellow Cincinnati Stingers home uniforms.
Oh, they're beautiful, Jeff.
That is bright. I think that color's a little off. Yeah, see, this is just terrible. Cincinnati, I mean, they're going to get their draft pick signed as well, so that'll help a little bit, but Cincinnati has just got no strength to speak of anywhere. Joe Watson's going to be the captain. Cleveland, they do any better? Decent goaltending. But yeah, no, they look even worse otherwise than Cincinnati, who wound up being the captain. Yeah, Mike Byers, the first overall forward pick, who's their captain. Houston, so Gary Simmons is going to split time and goal with John Adams, not the president, the former, I think he was a Bruin in real life, playing with the backup for the Leafs last year. See, these guys have a little bit more depth now at center. Larry Plow will probably do pretty well if he winds up being the first-line center. Bob Pulford. Yeah, wow, these guys are a retirement home. How many old ones? Sutherland at 37, Pulford at 36, Howe Young at 34. I thought they took Howell.
Maybe they threw him into the minor leagues already.
Or traded him already, I don't know. Oh, they may not have shuffled the roster around yet, yeah. Oh, no, that was Miami that took Howell. There he is, captain of Miami.
You're on the wrong team, okay.
Yep. And they look a little stronger, too. Okay. So that is done. Let's worry about our stuff now. Depth chart. Who do we need to sign? Williams gets a contract right out of the gate, of course. Oh, Pat Quinn made it to free agency. I'm not going to give him up, though. Same with Tommy Abrahamson. Just signing these guys to make up for the depth we lost. Yep, prospect. In the expansion draft, so yeah, I was right. We're short on centers. I think we need to sign a couple of centers, a right wing. We got 6 spare defensemen on a goalie. So what is out here and signable? Dale Hall already turned us down. Yeah, see, just not much at all here. Centers, Milan Merceda. And right wing.
Pretty bleak.
Jamie Kennedy, presumably not the actor. Jim Benzelock. E4, Mike Heidman. I think Benzelock, whoever he is, makes the most sense there. And I probably want one more center and a backup goalie. Let's see, Jeff Powis. Vaguely recognize that name, and I think that's the only. Oh, I think Michel Rouleau is an okay WHA guy. Bob Smith, not the one that played for the for Minnesota later in the 70s. Yeah, not much to choose from here. I'll go with Powis. Just picking up depth here in case we run into some serious injury trouble. And goalies. Wow, pretty much nothing. Our fourth, we're going to be a little thin in goal, or at least if anybody gets hurt, we're going to have problems. I think I'm going to go.
It's okay if one person gets hurt. It's not good if 2 of them get hurt.
I'm going to go with Mike Curran. I think he was the American Olympic goalie in 72 or 68, one of those years. And that's pretty much all we can do from there, I think. Continue this.
Sounds like a good start.
Looks like we got everybody signed that we wanted to. And just have to assign numbers to some of these new guys. And Stars in Minnesota or Stars in Montreal making a deal. Oh wow, Henri Richard. After how many years in Montreal?
Wow.
17 years with the Canadiens. Traded to, wow, yeah, it looks like he had declined pretty badly near the end. Traded to Minnesota.
I don't think he'd be very happy about that.
Yeah, but I mean, Montreal came out pretty good of it because they picked up Larry Patey, who was one of the best defensive forwards of the late 70s, early 80s. So, wow, what the, I want to have a look at Montreal. That lineup is kind of replenishing itself. They looked like they were in trouble for a couple of years, but they sort of turned that around, maybe. Simmer is in there. Well, he's only half a star at this point, but Andre Boudria, yeah, these guys are going to, well, not, geez, the goaltending. Ken Dryden and Rogie Vachon in goal.
Well, when you didn't let them get worse, that was going to happen. Question in the chat for you, Jeff, from Pump29. He says, I missed the sale in FHM 6 when the playoffs were starting. Any chance it goes back on sale soon?
Nothing planned immediately, although Steam generally does the, what is it, like a black Thursday sale? Yeah, I think they call it the fall sale, but it's the Thanksgiving sale. I think that is probably likely the next time it goes on sale, assuming it does, because that may also, the release of FHM 6 is going to be in there somewhere too, but it is permanently reduced in price now anyhow to $19.99 US, so.
Well, when is the next steamsale.com, which is one of my favorite sites, believes that the next Steam sale won't be until the Halloween sale.
Oh, right, Halloween. Okay. That's usually a themed one, though, that we don't always get in on that, because apparently hockey isn't Halloween themed enough, even though the 75 Flyers were on that Simpsons Halloween special once. I think that should be enough to qualify us.
Possibly.
Okay, just advancing through the game, watching some of these trades going through. Looks like Terry Crisp moves from Colorado to Chicago for Inga Hammerstrom. Oh, no, wait till the end of camp to do that. Okay, oh yeah, and speaking of camp, there's a training camp development report. Wow, Tiger Williams improving 4, 5, 6, 7 different categories. Nystrom only gets 3, but Tiger really taking off. He's still only half a star, but yeah, I think that's going to move up quite a bit.
Likely.
And decent improvements through the rest of the team. Reggie Leach, still hurt, but improved a little bit. He's 2 stars. Hedberg gets 3. That's good news. He's up to 2.5 stars. Who's going downhill? Joyal, Oh, Marcetto didn't realize he was 36 when I signed him as depth, so I don't think he's ever going to play for us. And just a few. The only worrisome one there is Joyal is only 32. You would have liked him to keep going a little while longer, but we are up to the start of the exhibition season. So I'm just going to go with my two goalies through the exhibition games, try to get one of them warmed up. Three, four, five, six, seven. Now we'll just go with that for the exhibition games. Tiger Williams will start in Victoria despite the improvement, and probably one of the wings too. And we will just keep everybody. Actually, I'm gonna put Mara up, and we'll shuffle around the lines a bit through the first few games. Let's see what the AI wants us to do. I'm not going to make any tactical changes because everything was working so well last year.
Well, we're not having a huge roster overhaul this year, so that should make...
Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Hedberg actually moving up to the first line with Esposito and Berenson.
I like that.
Connolly getting pushed down. Yeah. Worth a shot. The two of them did play together with the Rangers, like in 79 or 80. And first exhibition game against Detroit. Just going to sim it quickly. 4-3 win. 3 assists from Phil Esposito. And a goal from Hedberg. And he gets the third star. And just going to rotate a few guys out game by game to get some other guys to have a quick look. And we'll settle on final lines when we finish the exhibition season. "5-1 win over Minnesota. Esposito again with the first star." Oh, the other thing I should mention I did is I increased the number. I can't show you now because it's past July 1st, but increased the number than the goals per game setting. I had forgotten to do that, and I think at any point up till now. So our overall scoring will take a jump forward to the actual 1972 levels in this one.
Okay.
Play one more game with that lineup before we switched again. No, I'm going to leave Esposito in. Against the expansion Cincinnati Stingers. Fairly easy 5-2 win. Oh, Esposito's only the second star this time with his 3 assists. And Reggie Leach is ready to start skating again. 1 to 2 weeks, so hopefully he doesn't get another setback there. Juggle the lines around a little bit more. And I think I saw we actually had Nystrom in the first line for this one. 5-3 win over Colorado. Buffalo up next.
Can dig it.
Give Hodge a start. Looks like Esposito's starting to warm up a little bit. And our first loss of the exhibition season, 3-1 to the Sabres. How many games we got left here? Penguins, Toronto, And then we open at home against Cincinnati. Gonna make a couple of cuts here. Mayer going down, as is Marcetta. And Betzlock. And wow, Pittsburgh put up 49 shots on Esposito, which may have warmed him up a little, actually. Coming to that
Certainly not going to hurt anything.
Yeah. And final exhibition game. Who are we going to cut the roster down here to? I think that's 7 defensemen, so we'll stick with that. Powis, not going to keep him up. I think I gotta make one more cut here, and I think it's going to be Houston. We'll probably wind up maybe playing somebody else at center. It's tentatively going to be the starting lineup for the playoffs, I think. Or playoffs for the regular season. And that's a good note to ended up on 2-0 shutout over the Leafs.
Well, nothing wrong with that at all.
But what there is something wrong with is losing 2 of our right wingers in that game. Wayne Connolly hurt his elbow. Gone 1 to 2 weeks. And Anders Hedberg, shoulder strain, 1 to 2 weeks. So we immediately have to bring... Well, the only one star... Oh, there's 2 of them. Benzelock is here as well, but I'm going to bring up Houston right back up. So let's see. Oh, good God, no, we don't want... Oh, I got to get to the exhibition season to get the normal AI selection. Few guys going to be waived, not a big deal. We'll check the waiver wire here. See what we can, if we can get anybody. Oh, okay, there we go. I think we could potentially solve our goalie depth problem. A few options here.
Okay, good.
Oh, problem is I think some of the expansion teams are going to grab these guys before we get to them.
Well, we can still try and go from there.
And a couple of decent skaters. Pierre Bouchard, waived by Montreal. I'm going to try for him, but I suspect he's going to go. I'll also put a claim in on Rene Droulet. I'm not going to grab Don McLeod just because it seems so obvious that he's going to get grabbed by a expansion team. I think I'm going to go for Joe Daly, legendary Winnipeg Jet goalie.
I don't know if I call him legendary Jet goalie, but...
Yeah, he was a Jet goalie on those good Jet teams in the late 70s. Before they merged with the NHL.
He was also a Seals goalie at an important part of time.
Yeah, okay, and we got Daly and we got Troleo, and we happen to get Pierre Bouchard too. All 3, excellent. Good.
Oh no, I said all right. Happy to see it.
Season preview. Oh yeah, that's the really scary thing. The Bruins are being run by Scotty Bowman right now. So they got Bobby Orr, defending Cup champions, run by Scotty Bowman. So they're obviously the favorites in the league, according to the article. But us and Montreal are the other two. And Chicago is, I guess, named as another potential challenger.
Doesn't even mention Montreal.
Yeah, scoring race. No, they said Montreal was the third one.
Okay, sorry.
Scoring race will be Stan Mikita against Gordie Howe and Gilbert Perreault. I think Esposito might have something to say about that. And Guy Lapointe is mentioned as a Norris candidate with Oren Park. And not surprisingly, Esposito is a Vezina candidate with Bernie Parent, who's in Boston, and Rogie Vachon in Montreal. So let's see. Drolet, that's basically the pickup for the injuries. And do I need, oh no, I don't need Houston. He can go back down. And I can send one defenseman down too now that I picked up. Oh, wait, Bouchard was hurt. I didn't realize, I should have looked. It's only day to day, but we'll leave Pat Quinn up for now just in case. And I'm going to set my opening lineup now. No, it doesn't look like Drolet makes it in. I want to lock Rene Robert into that first line right wing spot. And yeah, Maloney and Nystrom on the fourth line. That's okay. Yeah, defense is looking really good depth-wise now. Special teams. No, we'll leave that as it is. Penalty killing. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with that. Oh, whoops, got too many players active. Put Hedberg on the injury list for a couple of weeks. He may be a little later coming back. And I guess I will send down Quinn. Yeah, we're at 23 players now. There we go. And let's see if I can get fairly far into this season. So I'm just going to sim most of these. First game, Cincinnati Stingers. First game in the NHL. And they do reasonably well. 4-3 loss to us. Good game from Jacques Caron in goal. Not a great one from Tony Esposito. Next night against Buffalo, I'll give Charlie Hodge the start. It's back-to-back. And the Sabres beat us 4-3. Orland Kurtenbach, former Canuck. How'd he wind up in Buffalo? I think we lost him in the expansion draft.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, it was farther back than I thought. I thought we had lost him to one of the other teams in the expansion draft and he got traded, but no, Buffalo picked him from us. Reggie Leach is almost ready, finally. Would have been nice to have him ready when the other wingers got injured, but... And the Blues were looking pretty good. Ed Giacomin in goal. Ouch, 4-0 shutout. And we've started the season 1 and 2. That is not great. Frank Mahovlich getting his 500th NHL goal against Cincinnati. Reggie Leach almost there. And we got another game against an expansion team. Keep saying exhibition. And our former goalie, Gary Simmons. And at least we come up with a 2-1 win in this one, but I'm getting a little worried about how closely the expansion teams are playing us. Reggie Leach is almost there. Reggie Leach is ready, finally.
Hooray!
And I'm going to send down Delay. I think Schultz will come out. I'll shuffle that. Yeah, that looks all right. And Montreal, this will be a pretty good test. And Esposito's gone cold, unfortunately. 2-2 tie. All right, not bad. Rookie Bob Nystrom, first star with goal and assist.
Not bad at all.
And Wayne Connolly is apparently healthy now, too. And we got our third expansion team, Miami, up next. Okay, who sits out to make room for... Oh, Kunakel's only 1.5 stars for Connolly. Oh, great, we got another injury. Carl Brewer this time. Oh, whoops, I had Joe Daly still on the roster. That's why I was having trouble. Was missing an extra roster spot.
That will do it.
Call Quinn back up. And we'll give Hodge the start against Miami.
Like that plan.
Another 1-goal win against an expansion team. 4-3 over Miami. Claude LaRose with 3 points from the third line. Anders Hedberg is almost back. Pierre Bouchard also almost back. Minor trade between Buffalo and Philadelphia. Esposito will start against the Leafs and Gary Smith. And 8-2 blowout win. Okay, maybe we're finally going to start going. Wow, no. Wow, Gila Point, 6 points. Jerry Korab with 3 and Esposito with the hat trick for the first star.
That's not bad at all.
Always nice to do that to Toronto. And there we go. Our last significant injury. Hedberg is back. No, I think I have to send somebody down. I think it's going to have to be Schultz. No, on the injury list, not the farm team. Oops, helps if I actually put Hedberg in the lineup. Don't know why it's putting Red Berenson so low suddenly. There we go. That makes more sense.
Trying to spread veteran leadership across.
for Nystrom and Screener, I think. Oh, I forgot to set the training.
Right.
Okay, Sue gets all the attention in goal. That's normal. Just looking at the bonus numbers, the one in the parenthesis. Yeah, parentheses to see how tightly we got that split. So we got a little bit more room for mental training on somebody. Make that Hedberg, I think. Maybe one more guy. Physical is a little overloaded. Oh, Joel doesn't need that. Yeah, just trying to... Somebody gets a little extra offensive training.
Probably needs to go to one of the young guys.
Yeah, Maloney, I think. And defensive. Okay, I think we're good. And just going to check my options to see if... Yeah, I can leave those settings as they are. Okay. And Cleveland, the last of the new ones. And we lose 3-2. First loss to an expansion team. Brian Conacher with 3 assists for the Barons. Andy Brown, 43 saves. And Carl Brewer's back, so Quinn can come out. And I think Quinn will go down because we're going to keep Bouchard up. See if we can bounce back from that against the Wings. And we do. 2-0 shutout for Esposito, although we gave up 41 shots. That's not great. How are we doing so far? Second in division, a couple points back of Chicago, although they got a game in hand. It looks like the expansion teams are unfolding as expected. Cincinnati's lost all 9 games. Cleveland's won 3 times. And so is Houston.
For them. Surprising.
Yes, seat up a little bit more, and Pittsburgh beats us 5-2. Kind of inconsistent here. This is getting a little worrying. Bobby Orr out with a minor injury. Let's start Charlie Hodge against Oakland. 6-2 win. 4 goals from Phil Esposito. And the... standing screens are going by a little fast. Let's see. Yeah, he's near the top in top 10 scoring, at least leading the league in goals. And we got back-to-back against Oakland, so I'll throw Tony Esposito in there. 2-2 tie. Yeah. And 2 more goals for Phil Esposito to extend that league lead. Gordie Howe down with a minor injury. Okay, come on, Esposito. You got to warm up at some point. But not by losing 3-2 to the Rangers. And we did outshoot them this time and still lost. Shuffle the lineup a little bit. Bump Joyal out. Put Reggie Leach in. And Nystrom for Kuhnhackl. Try Hedberg on the first line now like we were doing in the exhibition season. Okay, there we go. 5-2 win over Colorado. Esposito gets 4 points. That's a little better. Let's see if Esposito picks up some more now that Hedberg's on his line. Marcel Dionne's got a pretty good point streak going. And the Leafs, who we blew out last time. Can we do it again? No. 5-4 loss. What were you going to say? Adam?
What's that?
What were you going to say?
I said that's disappointing.
Yeah. Tiger Williams with another big development improvement. 3 more points. Nice. And who's headed downhill? Charlie Hodge. That's not great. And Joyal again. Yeah. Marcel Dionne's player of the month, not surprisingly. 16-game point scoring streak now. Going to try Charlie Hodge in goal, see if we play a little better in front of him against Minnesota. Nope. 5-3 loss. What is going on here? We're only at 500. Should be doing much better. Oh, Graydon Hodge is hurt now. Sore foot day to day. So bring Joe Daly up. And sit on the bench. And Kuhnhackl back out for Nystrom. Oh, Graydon's against the Hawks too. It's going to be a tough game. 4-3 loss. We're now under 500. We got to fix this before we finish this show.
So we're never going to end, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Another tough game against the Rangers, but we can do this. 3-1 loss. Is there something weird in the lines? Oh, wait. How did Hedberg get down on the fourth line? Yeah, okay. Better. Yeah. And a 5-2 loss against Pittsburgh. Okay, so maybe we're not going to be able to fix this in this stream. Try it one more time against LA. Man, 3-2 loss. Okay, let's call it here before it gets any worse. 7-11-2 to start the season. This should not have happened. I mean, we've got the expanded playoffs, so we're not out of the playoff spot yet, but this is not an impressive beginning.
Things are quickly turning out. All right, then. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we are at Franchise Hockey. You can also find a link to our official Discord. Didn't mention it before, but all of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums, where you can come and learn and talk about franchise hockey manager, out of the park baseball, perfect team, or anything else. Jeff, did I miss anything?
Just the massive underperformance I'm seeing across all our stats. Wow, look at this. Dennis Hextall, 4 points in 20 games. Ridiculous. We're basically getting no secondary scoring whatsoever. Everybody besides Esposito and Lapointe is, and maybe Berenson a little bit, is completely collapsed. So we will have to take a look at how to fix that next time. We'll be back next week with Adam's Minnesota Wild game, where hopefully he does much better than this. And then week after that, we'll try to figure out what's going wrong here. So thanks for coming out, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Or next week if we for Adam's stream.